Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My boyfriend and I try to divide our chores as evenly as possible. We live together. He washes the dishes and takes out the trash, while I do laundry and cook dinner several times a week, along with packing him lunch. We both work similar schedules. He works 10-hour days, 4 days a week with a 2-hour commute. I work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week with a 4-hour commute. In the past few months, we've argued twice about him not cleaning up after himself. The particular sore spots are him not hanging up his bath towel after drying off, which causes it to get moldy and smelly, along with him leaving his clothes all over the ground. He knows this causes me a huge amount of stress and anxiety, and I refuse to do it for him because he's an adult. In the beginning, I'd ask him every single day, nicely and politely, to put his clothes in the hamper and hang his bath towel up. This would continue for several days straight, and I'd get frustrated and escalate the issue, pointing out that I shouldn't have to ask him to do this every single day. In response, he'd get mad, threaten to leave since he's such a horrible boyfriend, say he was going to put it away eventually, and that I was being a bitch. He called her a bitch just because she told him to clean up after himself. You're an adult. You can't even hang your clothes. Huh? I was taught to do that when I was like 4 years old. I freaking washed dishes as well when I was 4 years old. Asian parents. Today, I got out of work an hour early, walked home a mile from the train station, and decided to cook us a nice pasta dinner. There was a pile of 5 days worth of his clothes on the floor, making me super anxious and annoyed. I avoided asking him to put it away the last several days in fear of arguing. You know what I realize? This is a lot of guys. Why do they do that? Why do they always leave the clothes on the floor? Like they get undressed, right? And they just leave on the floor. Like they take off the pants and they leave it on the floor. They don't like put it in the hamper. They just leave it on the floor. What the heck? Dinner was almost ready when he got home, and I confronted him. I asked him to please put them away now. He said in an hour, and proceeded to sit at his computer and play on his Game Boy. He complained his feet hurt, even though he works in an office job and he drove home. I told him, please do it now. I walked him a mile after working all day, and it didn't stop me from making dinner for us. He said, if you're going to hold making dinner over my head, just throw it out. So I did. I threw out a whole dinner of pasta and ground beef because I felt disgusted by the thought of someone who doesn't respect me or our living space eating food I exhaustedly spent an hour making. He freaked out and said he thinks I have mental problems because wasting the food was unnecessary and that I'm erratic. Well, you were the one who told her to throw it out. So like, why are you complaining? That is so freaking disrespectful as well, you know, telling someone to throw away the dinner that they made you because you're mad at them. What is that attitude? I would have dumped his butt, honestly. Like, dump him. Dump him. Seriously, he's acting like a kid. Who cares if you worked all day? You think you're the only person working all day? She's working all day too. And she's making you dinner. And you can't even do something so little. Just hang up your clothes, clean up after yourself, put the clothes away. How is that hard? It literally only takes 10 seconds. And she spends an hour cooking dinner for you and you're not even grateful, man. Holy. Alright, next story. I don't want my wife to tell people how we got together. We were in high school together. Back then, she and her friends used to bully me a lot. She later told me it was meant to break my self-esteem so I won't have the courage to make a move on any other girls. She did it to buy herself time until she finally managed to embrace her feelings and confess to me. Ew. 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 So he fell for it. Her plan worked. That's disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's disgusting. I don't want her to tell people this since it makes me seem like a weak pushover when I did stand up for myself several times. She though is saying that it's her life too and she can brag about it as much as she wants. She doesn't bully me anymore, but she still thinks she did the right thing. Am I wrong for not wanting her to tell people? What the hell is wrong with her? She's like, oh my god, I bullied him and that's how I got him. Why does she seem proud of that? Like, that's not something to be proud of, you idiot. You hurt someone's feelings and then you ask them out. So the only reason they're together with you is because they're scared of you. Damn, they got married? That's crazy. Why does it still seem like he's still scared of her though? Like, that's not what a marriage is supposed to be about. And man, it still feels like she's like bullying him though. She's like, I can brag about how I bullied you because you were so weak and it's so funny. Like, bitch, what's wrong with you? Like, how are you proud of that? What the heck? That's disgusting. I kind of feel bad for this dude, man. I guess that's how some people think love is like. You bully someone until they just feel so broken that they feel like no one can love them, and then you give them some love and then they come to you. Is that really the love story you want? How is she proud of that? What the heck? If she bullies you to get into a relationship with her, she's going to continue to bully you throughout the marriage. That's just how it is, okay? It's just like when someone's abusive to you, right? They're always going to be abusive. That's just how it is. My girlfriend and I live in New York City, and there's a popular app where you buy leftover restaurant food. Restaurants advertise surprise bags at a reduced price in order to reduce food waste. The customer doesn't know what they're getting until they pick up the food, but the cost is at least 3 times lower than the normal menu price. These are a hit or miss. Sometimes you get exactly what you want at a greatly reduced price, but sometimes you get something that you otherwise wouldn't have picked from the menu. I ordered a surprise bag from a barbecue place that I was picking up on the way home yesterday. I texted my girlfriend asking if she wanted one, but she said no. She wasn't in the mood for barbecue. However, there was an Indian restaurant right next door that also had surprise bags available on the app, so she ordered one of them. The barbecue was $12 and the Indian food was $10. When I get home, I unpacked the meals to see what we got. I was psyched about my bag. Since I paid $12, I knew the value had to be at least $36. But honestly, the platter looked a lot more expensive. This was a hit. Keep in mind that we live in the West Village, which is the most expensive neighborhood in the most expensive city in the US. So $36 for one meal is pretty typical. There were burnt ends, ribs, pulled pork, baked beans, potato salad, bread, onions, and pickles. My girlfriend, however, was less lucky. Her surprise bag only had 6 different types of soup, half of them being variations on cauliflower soup. She was disappointed to say the least. She asked if we should share my barbecue, and I said no, I'm hungry. I offered to buy you some already and you said no, so I'm going to devour it. She got mad and called me the asshole. I told her if she didn't want soup, she should have ordered something specifically instead of using the surprise bag app. I then told her to just order something off of a food delivery app. She said she didn't want to spend the money. Another bit of context is I make a lot more money than her and pay all of our rent. I know she's running a bit of a lean financial picture right now. I then tell her that if she doesn't want to pay for delivery, I'll walk to the bodega on our street and can buy her something there. She says the grill is probably off there and all she wants is a hot meal. I tell her she has soup. Anyway, she thinks I'm the asshole, but in my defense, 1, I offered to buy her barbecue to begin with, which she declined. 2, she picked out her own food and I grabbed off her on my way home. 3, when she wasn't satisfied, I suggested 2 solutions, either ordering something from an app or going to a bodega. What is a bodega? That's the first time I've heard of that. Sounds interesting. Oh, it's a wine shop. You know what? Even though he sounds right, I feel like he's still wrong. Honestly, if you guys are in a relationship, right, and you guys are living together, why don't you just share the food? Why do you guys eat separately like that? What the heck? Like, if I got such a good meal, I'll be so happy to share it with someone, right? Like, come on. Sharing is caring. Like, I wouldn't even do that to a friend. If I got a good meal and my friend wanted some of my meal, I'd give them half because I love them. You know, I want them to be happy as well. And I want the night to be happy, you know? I don't want the atmosphere to feel weird and tension. So yeah, technically not the asshole, but you're an asshole. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.